Hey, what's up everyone? If you are just finding me, welcome to the channel. I am new here and I am doing anime reviews. So a real quick, I am a brand new channel in this anime reviews thing. So thanks a ton for pulling up and rocking with me on this. I'm gonna be super honest in these videos. If I love something, I'll tell you. If I think it got some flaws, I will tell you that too. No sugarcoating, just real talk. And for this time, I have to go big. So we are jumping into one of the biggest anime of past few years, Chainsaw Man. The anime is directed by Ryu Nakayama. This is actually his first directorial debut. Before that, he was working as an animator and he worked on projects like Jujutsu Kaisen, Naruto Shippuden, and Kill la Kill. It's produced by MAPPA, the same studio behind the Jujutsu Kaisen, Attack on Titan's last season, and Vinland Saga. So you already know the animation pedigree walking into this. Every anime has its strength and weaknesses. So here is what this one got right and where this anime missed the mark. The plot. The story revolves around a boy named Denji who's worried in debt his father left behind. To pay it off, Denji worked for the guy named Yakuza. To pay the debt of Yakuza, he worked as unlicensed devil hunter. Yakuza forced him to pay his debt. And that debt wasn't created by him, it's actually created by his father. Denji has a pet named Pochita, who is not a regular dog. He is a mix of kind of a dog and a devil. So this dog carries a chainsaw on his head. One day something happens between Pochita and Denji. They make a pact, and that's how Denji got Chainsaw's power. I won't tell you how it's actually happened. It's worth watching. After the pact, Denji starts killing devils, and during that, he meets a young, beautiful lady named Makima. Makima is the head of Division 4 who leads to devil hunters. She is the one who saves Denji and gives him a choice to work for her, to obey her, or die. And in return, she will give him a good life. Denji is through more and neglected almost by everyone. So he decided to work for Makima. And Makima is beautiful, and this is also one of the reasons he wants to work for her. Once he joins the Makima's team, he meets his new colleague named Aki. And in the starting, Aki doesn't like Denji, so he misbehaved with him. But Denji is the main protagonist of this anime, so he didn't hold back and he literally kicked on Aki's wall. Not even one time, multiple times. Yes, Aki's character is genuinely one of the most interesting character in this anime. He reminded me Sasuke from Naruto. Both lost their families and driven by the vengeance. And both carry that quite serious intensity of someone who's already decided what they are willing to sacrifice. The good. Let's start with the dialogue because some of these lines genuinely stuck with me. Tenji at one point says something like he'd gladly be the devil's friend if they ever offered because he doesn't have any friends and power. One of the other devil hunter drops line. Devils don't lie. Deception is a human tactic. This anime has a decent animation. It didn't completely impress me, but if you are new into anime, you probably won't even notice the lack of fine details. It's let you enjoy the story without being distracting. Some of the time, the show doesn't hold back to showing the blood bath, which they are not shy about. And the way the fight scenes escalate is genuinely well done. The moment you think the battle's over, I mean it's getting started. Episode 3 stands out for me, especially the fight where Denji protecting to his colleagues. When he starts roaring and the BGM playing with it, it's really elevate the whole scene. There is a quote by Denji, I was happy actually chasing the thing than actually having it. And visually, there is a moment where the camera pulls back from a skyscraper and slowly reveals it's actually footage playing on a TV. A small but genuinely clever a bit of a visual storytelling. Denji tries to play it off like he doesn't care about anyone, but underneath it, he does. And that contradiction is a part of what makes him work as a lead. Aki as the serious, driven one works well as a foil. Power's chaotic, almost unhinged energy is a highlight. If I had to pick a peak stretch for the season, it's episode 8 and 9. And then there is Makima. Beautiful, calm, seemingly caring, and that's a calm that exactly makes her unsettling. There is a moment in this series where Makima reveals her power, and then you realize how much powerful she is. Pochita, harmless looking little devil dog, and Makima, who looks like the most put together person in the entire cast, both turn out to be the far scarier than once you see what they are actually capable of. This season only runs 12 episodes, so if you are looking for something new to pick up, it's a manageable watch. The problem here is where I have to be honest. In Naruto wanted to be Hokage so that the entire Blaze can respect him. And in Demon Slayer, Tanjiro looking for the cure for his sister and to kill Mujan. But in this anime, Denji's driving motivation is wanting good food. This is okay because we know where he's coming from. He was very poor, his father died, and he was under a lot of debt. So we can understand it, but it's hard to not laugh a little when you realize his big why for fighting devils eventually boils for something as small as a human and just wanting comfort, not some grand cause. There is a moment where Powers asks him, why do you save me? And he literally pointing finger towards her boobs. It's a silly answer on paper, but it's also refreshingly different from every other shonen. You can relate to Denji as a person, just not necessarily to his stated goals. And to be fair, he's a teenager. You can relate to Denji as a person, just not necessarily to his stated goals. There is also a bigger mystery hanging over the whole season. There are multiple devils who want to kill Denji and want his heart. And why the devils want Denji's heart, nobody knows. And Denji himself do not give a damn fuck about why they are behind his heart, which is actually Pochita's heart. So what's the story? Maybe the manga readers know, but this season doesn't give any clue. Maybe in the next season we will get more information where the Pochita came from. So while the show does try some genuinely new things, I'd land on a solid but not on groundbreaking for the overall experience. One nice touch though, every episode has a different ending song, which is a fun details most of the shows don't bother with. Final verdict. Honestly, I think this anime could land even harder if audiences' core motivation had a little more weight behind it. That said, this isn't a show that'll bore you, and it's absolutely digestible even with that flow. I liked it, and I think you will too. Let me know in the comments what's your honest opinion on Chainsaw Man. If you watch this video, I'll thank you so much for watching this video. I'll see you in the next one.